Yale is just 2 for 17 on the power play this year after having one of the worst power plays in the country a season ago. Quick clear for Harvard to start, stopped by Reed, and he'll set it up for Connor Sullivan. 20-2, shots on goal advantage for Harvard so far.
It's a testament to their forecheck, it's a testament to their neutral zone shutdown, and just, we've talked about it, we're going to keep talking about it, the depth up front. All three lines rolling deep and hard and fast. And oh, by the way, just be on the lookout here. Yale's given up 2 shorties on their power play.
Zito moving forward with it. Sullivan, Deneen, Gamble, as well as Chen on the ice here for the first power play unit for Keith Elaine. A coin behind the net for Harvard. Sweeps it across for Baker Shore, who skates all the way out with it. Now it's Laferriere moving in with it. Alex Laferriere, cross ice pass and a shot just wide. What a look for Baker Shore.
Rolled on him as he tried to receive the pass. It hit the heel of his stick, and as it got to the firm part of the blade, it just kind of rolled and he sent it high and wide.
You know, the thing you love about Alex Laferriere, right? Highly touted coming in, 3rd round pick by the Kings, but if you look at the other players that were debuting last year, Coronado's the 1st round pick, Farrell's the Olympian, but Laferriere might be the one who's had the best college career so far.
That young man has developed very quickly.
A breakaway possibility, Hayduk to the net, score! First career goal for Merrick Hayduk. A shorty, and it's 3-0 Harvard.
We talked about it as the penalty kill for Harvard started. And what a classy move there by Henry Thrun, grabbing that puck for Hayduk. The 3rd shorthanded goal given up by Yale. That puck was just lofted into the neutral zone. It took a bounce near the face-off dot. Hayduk took it at the blue line. Just a little movement, little hesitation. Reed went down, Hayduk went up. First career goal.
Well, his daddy scored a lot of them for the Colorado Avalanche. And now Merrick Hayduk has his first for Harvard. 3-0. Crimson with the lead, 6:45 to go in the period. You could almost, if you looked at it on paper, and we talked about it, right, feel like, Harvard might score one shorthanded here. And it happens. Back to even strength now.
10th penalty kill for the Crimson in 11 attempts. And now 3 shorthanded goals.
Pretty good ratio when you're on the penalty kill. You scored 3 times and given up 1. Here comes Sean Farrell. Working his way in, tough angled shot, hit the post, out to a coin who kind of fanned on the pass there. Kept in the zone by Miller. One-timer, Farrell deflected Coronado. It's right in front of him and he didn't know it. Young takes it away for Yale. Can't quite get it out of the zone though. The Harvard forecheck is absolutely stifling right now. Ong is finally able to get it across the blue line and out to center.
And even out in center, in the neutral zone, Harvard attacking puck side and not allowing the carrier to get comfortable.
Here comes Farrell again. Long shift for the Harvard #1 line. Zito tried to send it towards the dots. It's taken by Carpa, who is just out of the penalty box. Deneen forward towards Carmichael. Now it's Carpa for Harvard. Centers a pass towards Farrell, who is still on the ice. Farrell's been on for maybe 2 minutes here. Finally, he'll go to the bench. Deneen forward with Carpentier. Carpa forced it forward. Shot towards Gibson, didn't get through. Now here comes Harvard back the other way. It's Alex Laferriere, 3-on-2 developing. Great play by Sullivan to slow play though. Gaffney towards the net, swept aside by Reed. Carpa comes away with it. Gaffney, what a save by Reed. Rebound over the net from Langenbrunner. This cleared all the way down and icing against Yale.
What a great read there by Mason Langenbrunner. Harvard returns 74% of its point production, which is 10th in the NCAA, 85 goals, 15 NHL draft picks, and Mitchell Gibson, 29 career wins. gunning for number 30 tonight. And, you know, Coach Donato kind of talked about it. He's going to be their staple in net. He's got to reward him for how he carried them late last year. Doesn't look like he's going to be doing much work if this defense keeps playing like this.
Another face-off win for Harvard. Moore's shot didn't get through. Ian Moore was credited with an assist, as was Henry Thrun on Hayduk's shorthanded goal. Chen back the other way, fired it wide. Into the corner it comes. Shot towards the net. Didn't get through from Herzog. Now here comes Hayduk once again, who just scored. Hayduk working his way towards the net, wraps his way around it. Marek Hayduk, first year out of Colorado, tried to find Tresca, but a good play by Dylan Herzog to slow up the Harvard attack.
I like it. He used his body in the first period to deliver a couple punishing hits below the goal line. This period he's using his body to protect the puck and attack the net.
Assist for Moore, his 4th of the season. For Thrun, his 5th. Thrun entered the year tied for 8th among defensemen in career assists and tied for 10th in career points for defensemen. He now has 58 points in 70 career games for Harvard.
Crimson coaching staff knows a thing or two of developing very good defensemen. We've talked about Adam Fox, there's Kerfoot, there's, just name them off. Such a great job by this coaching staff developing not just scorers, not just solid goaltenders, but players along the point too.
Harvard is outshooting Yale 22-2.
Equipment issue, so last second personnel change there for the Crimson.
Barr puts this in deep, and in the corner, Severo, the first year for Harvard. Now Baker Shore wrapping it out, tried to stuff it home. Reed make the stop. Now a shot from the blue line deflected up into the netting. It was off the stick of Ryan Healy. We'll have another face-off in the Yale zone.
I like that attempt by Willem DeVoe, trying to kind of jump into the way and then use the blade of his stick at the same time to deflect that down. Problem was he got underneath the puck and it went up out of play into the protective netting.
Harvard with a 17-8 face-off lead. Here's a chance for Ian Carpentier, perhaps a 2-on-1, feeds it across, and Gibson broke up the play. Good play by Mitchell Gibson, who hasn't had to do a whole heck of a lot this evening.
Smart play using his paddle. He was there for the stop on the pass that came across. Had the wherewithal to use his paddle at the same time to just stick it out there and break it up.
Under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Justin Gallanty, George Bannister, our entire crew. Glad to be with you here on a Saturday night at the Bright Landry Hockey Center in Cambridge. This is the spot to be tonight. Full house for this Harvard-Yale rivalry. Wonder how many people were there in 1900 when these two schools met for the first time.
If there were even stands. Yale would have that first meeting back in 1900 was a win for the Bulldogs. As you saw in our graphic, there haven't been many more after that, but the very first meeting belongs to the Bulldogs.
Ted Donato's team so far this season, including today, with 17 goals, and they've only given up 6. Just over 3.5 games in.
Anytime you're plus in that column, in the goal differential column, it's great. When you get up to the double digits, that's when you start seeing elite hockey being played, top 20 rankings hockey being played.
Here's Farrell working his way between the dots. He was poke checked, but it's a penalty against Yale. And Harvard will go back to the power play.
One hand was on the poke check, the other hand was along the arm, preventing Farrell from advancing, so that's where the holding penalty comes into play. And here comes another power play for the Crimson.
Harvard is 0 for 1 on the power play today. 6 for 16 on the year. Yale is 10 for 12 on the penalty kill so far this season. Coronado, Thrun, Farrell, LaFerriere, and Seedham on the ice for Harvard. There's Sean Farrell working it in deep for Thrun. Went all the way around him though. Taken by Conroy, tries to clear the zone. Bouncing puck got stopped, and LaFerriere will keep it in. Already a couple assists today for Alex LaFerriere. This is cleared though by Donhausen. Good start to the kill for the Bulldogs. Long stretch pass for Henry. Thrun popped up over his stick, but he skates it down to negate ice king. Got there just before Ryan Carmichael. O'Hearn behind the net fighting for it. Coronado, LaFerriere there as well. Gamble trying to skate it down and force it out, and he does. Now here comes Nick Elaine, shorthanded, trying to get around Farrell, but he can't do it.
Maybe the only negative of having a defenseman up in front as the bumper slash screener in front of the goaltender, they're not too accustomed to taking those home run passes along the boards.
Coronado skates it into the zone, leaves it back for LaFerriere. Alex LaFerriere, a backhand score! Boy, is this kid something special. 5 goals for LaFerriere and a 4-0 lead for Harvard.